Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the very next episode of The Remedy with Tova Sido and
Janice Gaunt and
Tom Bridwell.
welcome back, everyone.
Oh, good to be back.
Are y'all getting ready for Christmas? Tom,
Yes.
your house is already all ready.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Nailed it.
Speaking of being organized, is all your Christmas stuff up?
Yeah,
Janice?
it's up, and I'll really my presents are wrapped. I haven't. I don't know what Tom wants for Christmas, so I haven't wrapped his. But I just all for the kids and grandkids. Theirs are already wrapped.
Craig's getting a wedding for Christmas.
He's getting a wife.
He's getting a wifey.
Is that a present?
If it's me,
It is. Yes.
maybe not to everybody, but Craig seems
I
to think
think
so.
he is a lucky man.
Well,
He's such a nice guy.
he is such a nice guy.
He really is.
He is such a good man.
Tell him to be nice to you.
Yeah, he is.
Good.
He's very sweet. He's way nicer to me than I am to him. Kind of like you and Tom.
That's exactly right.
Who's more nice, Tom, you or Maureen?
I think it's equal. She's
Equally unnice or equally nice?
no. She definitely is nicer than me. Definitely. Or more attentive, I guess. I feel like I'm really nice. Maybe I'm not as attentive
Or thoughtful.
to her needs like she is to mine.
That's probably
I think she
pretty
thinks about
gender.
how she can help me more than I can help her. I can't believe I just said that out loud.
That's very funny. I think there's probably usually one that's a little bit nicer than the other.
Oh, there is
Yeah.
no doubt that Tom Gant, he is by far the nicest one in our relationship.
Craig is way more nice than me. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm fine.
Every now and then I get a little tussy.
Dusty. Okay, today we are continuing our conversation that we started last week about getting organized. We thought this might be a good one for the holidays when people can start to feel overwhelmed and stressed and the to-dos get very overwhelming. So today we're going to talk about 6 ways to organize your to-dos. Seems pretty helpful.
I like this.
Yeah. So, Tom, why don't you get us started?
Okay. A great place to start is organizing your individual tasks. Tracking and writing down your to-dos helps you get things done faster and more effectively. Number 1, track your to-dos in a central place. The more you try to mentally track things in your brain, the less productive you'll be. The first step to making a better to-do list is to get it out of your head.
I so agree with that.
Definitely. This is a key tenet of the Getting Things Done, GTD method, which encourages you to free up your brain power by tracking your to-dos in a tool instead of in your head. Once you have all of your to-dos written down, use a to-do list tool to turn those tasks into organized, actionable steps. With a digital to-do list manager, you can see all of your tasks, deadlines, and due dates in one place so you can take action faster and more effectively. I mentioned this in the previous podcast, but Reminders is a great app on your iPhone that is perfect for this. It used to be the little notes, that little notepad.
Yeah, that's what I use.
I used to use that until they came out.
Better?
Reminders is probably 3 or 4 years old now, and it replaced. You don't have to use that list anymore.
Yeah.
The Notes app you can use. It's called Reminders.
Okay, I'm going to download
is
it today.
So great for this. It is literally a to-do tool.
They actually should replace that name because it's so much better than a reminder.
Yeah.
It really is like a task. Task.
So,
Master.
so you would put clean out your closets, wrap presents.
Like
Yes.
I have a wedding one. I have
Yes.
this Thursday we're having Craig's Christmas or his work at our home for a big Christmas party.
Fun.
And so I have a whole to-do list of
bet you do
for
too.
that. I have one for our wedding. I have one for so you just keep track of different projects. It's really a project manager.
Mm-hmm. And you can assign them to specific days. You can
cool.
You can say that this is that you could if you call one the weekend to-do list, it will remind you that weekend and not until. It's really cool.
So yeah,
I've been using it a lot lately.
I'm going to have to download that. I have
It's
never
actually
used
already
it.
on there. It comes automatic.
Oh, it is?
if you have an iPhone, it's already on there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do, and it does then, I guess. Good.
Okay, number 2, learn to manage your time. Time management is a critical part of being organized. If you aren't in control of your time, you can't be in control of your tasks. Luckily, time management, like organization, is a learned skill. There are a variety of techniques and strategies you can implement in order to get better at managing your time. Don't be afraid to try a few different techniques until you find out the one that works for you. Check out, and they recommend 4. One is time blocking. We talked about that last week. Number 2, time boxing.
Oh.
Number 3, the Pomodoro technique. Well, she. Not sure what that one is, but these are all things that you can learn more about. Or something called Eat the Frog.
Wait, where are you on this?
I am on the 6 ways to organize your to-dos. And we're on number 2.
Okay. So have you talked about the time boxing?
We have no. I
okay.
don't. I think that people could just, if they want to learn, like, what are some ways to learn how to, or what are some effective ways to manage your time? He's just recommending that people could explore time blocking, time boxing, the Pomodoro technique, or something called Eat the Frog. But he says by implementing time management, you can take control over your schedule and have more time for, well, whatever you'd like.
Eat the Frog is a Mark Twain quote where it's basically, it means get the hard stuff or the stuff you don't want to do, get that out of the way first.
Yeah.
And that is one of my favorite techniques. I've never heard it called Eat the Frog, but usually the biggest, or the one that I know is the biggest pain in the ass, if there's something on the to-do list that I'm not looking forward to, I try to do that one first.
Me too.
So you have a sense of accomplishment, and then it gets more fun as you go across your to-do list. If fun isn't the right word, but
no, it is.
less of a beating.
For you, I bet it's real fun because you're a total nerd when it comes to being organized. So I bet it is fun for you, but for me, it feels really good. Like just to get that big thing, the monkey off your back type of feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Janice, you want to take number 3?
Okay, practice inbox zero. Contrary to popular belief, inbox zero doesn't always mean having 0 emails in your inbox. The concept is more about organizing your emails and reducing digital clutter so you can stay on top of important tasks and updates. To apply inbox zero, set a time every week or every day if needed to triage incoming messages. Review your inbox and organize every item by task or priorities. Try to apply simple rules that help move the process forward. For example, if you use a work management platform, assign tasks as you read through messages, or use keyboard shortcuts to speed read through messages and shoot off quick responses as needed. Each time you practice your inbox zero, it will be easier to replicate. Use a weekly calendar reminder to daily alarm to ensure that you stay on top of or potentially ahead of incoming messages. You know, one of the things that I do is I will read in my inbox, my email. Mm-hmm. I scan it, and then I delete those things that are not of interest, and then by then I have maybe a few other things that pop up, but then I always, typically at the end of the day, my inbox is there's nothing in it.
Wow.
So you know those the little red circles that let you know that you have a new unread text or a new unread email?
Yeah.
Do you guys have those on your phone all day?
No.
See, me neither. Those are like zits to me. And if I see those on my phone, I have to like quickly go through them and get them off. I don't ever want to see a red dot letting me know that I have an unread text or an unread email. Like, it drives me crazy to see those on my phone.
Then my phone would give you a heart attack.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
26 text messages that I have not read.
Today?
How many emails?
For today? Or over?
No, probably all today.
How many emails do you have that you haven't read?
465.
Okay, see, that would make me insane.
And 46 voicemails.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Oh my!
And I know
are you
that
going to return those voicemails?
I know that there are people out there that probably have in the thousands.
Lord.
My father-in-law used to when he.
This gives Craig heart palpitations.
Me too.
Oh, it would me too.
My father-in-law's phone. One time he was asking how to do something, and I picked his phone up, and there was like 2,500 unread emails. And I was like, dude, how are you? You'll never get through this. No wonder you're not getting any messages from us, or because you've got all these unread ones, and most of them are spam. But that is part of being organized, is getting rid of your spam and staying on top of it. Sometimes you have to unsubscribe from certain things just so you don't keep getting emails from the same.
Oh, yeah.
Home Depot because you bought something there.
Yeah,
and you're getting
exactly.
10 emails a week from them. You got to go in there and unsubscribe. You have to. It's no fun, but you have to do it.
You have to.
Anyway,
Hey.
I truly, it's like playing Tetris for me. Like I go to my emails, and if I've got 10 in there, I feel like that's a lot. But if I ever get to where there's zero emails and I literally have nothing in my inbox, it's like I've just won Tetris.
How do you even see how many are in there?
Well, because
I have 103.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just refreshed mine, and I have 7 right now that are and by the end of this podcast, those are all going to be gone.
That is so unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
It is a disease.
So you're.
I don't think it's a disease. I think it is a disorder.
That's right.
It's for sure.
So
a
it's
disorder.
probably not going to kill you unless you get so frustrated that you put a gun in your mouth.
Yeah. No. It's just funny. It's like I can't have the unattended, like I just have to see that text. Even if I don't respond, I got to at least click it so that little red dot goes away.
So
It's so funny. Do you keep all your text messages?
Pardon?
Do you delete text messages, or do you keep all your text
No,
messages?
I keep them all. I keep all my text messages. I hardly
don't.
ever delete them. But
why?
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, why wouldn't you delete them?
I
Just
want them
in
off my
case you
phone.
want to call them?
Well, no, because a lot of times there's like pictures or files in there that without saving it to your phone, it'll be saved in your, like, let's say somebody sent me a funny meme and I want to show that to somebody. I can go back to that chain and find it instead of actually saving that meme to my phone. That's one reason. That's one of many reasons. But I don't delete text messages. No, once I've read it, it just stays in there. I think my phone automatically deletes after 3 months.
So how many text messages do you have on your phone right now?
Well, there's not a count, but
thank goodness.
it goes all the way back. Here, I'm going to go to the bottom of the list here. So, yeah. The last text message that I have is from 2/27/23
I wonder when mine
to
is.
somebody named Isaiah, and he was asking me about sound at a gig. Yeah.
Mine goes back to 2/21.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's not like I just can't stand the ones that are unread.
But I don't keep all my text messages. If I'm done communicating with that person, I delete it. I don't want it on my phone.
Interesting. I don't mind having all of them in there because the next time you text with that person, it's got all of your conversations that you've had forever. It's kind of fun to go back and see what you guys were talking about. Like,
I could give two shits.
it would take a lot.
Because I'm so intellectual. While y'all are doing that with your phone, what I'm doing is watching every episode of America's Next Top Model
Oh, nice.
or Survivor. I've never missed an episode of Survivor.
That's interesting. That's interesting that I love to delete my emails and make sure there's no emails in the inbox, but I could care less about the text messages in the text message inbox.
So my
It's so weird.
My girlfriend, who's like you, Tom, like just super organized. She's from California. Her texts are empty all the time.
Yeah.
She is maniacal about having a zero text inbox.
But what if you have to
She has contacts. So
But what if you have to? What if you need a reminder to go do that?
See, yeah. Well, as soon as she's done with whatever the conversation is, she deletes it.
Okay, but let's say
That's
that
stressful.
you're going to be going out with 5 girlfriends this weekend, and you guys have texted about it earlier today, and then 3 days from now you have something else you want to mention to those 5 girls. If you still have that chain in your inbox, you can just scroll down, find that chain, and then say something to those 5 girls. If you have deleted the text chain, then you want to say something to those 5 girls, you have to go in and add all 5 of them again, and it's way more time consuming than just finding the chain that's already in your inbox and adding to it.
Especially if there's some details to where you're going to be
Totally.
and you forget.
And that's another reason to keep them is because somebody may have given you a passcode 3 weeks ago and you'd be like, oh, I have it in this chain. I just have to find it real fast. And it's easy because you just type in the person's name and it brings up your conversation that you just had with them 3 weeks ago.
I will keep group. I keep all my group. I keep all my family. Like I have every text message that Craig and I have ever said to each other. Like I keep all my, and you know why I did that? Because somebody passed away that I loved, and I have all of our text messages.
Oh, that would make me so sad.
And I will never delete them.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're still on my phone. And I'm
I
happy
could see
have
a reason
them.
to delete would be that you don't want somebody to see it, like what we've talked about before recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like deleting a girlfriend's text message that you shouldn't have because you're married.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine
I
any
don't
reason
have-
to delete a whole text chain. That just doesn't make sense to me.
But I don't look at Tom's phone. Do you look at Craig's
No.
phone? Yeah,
No.
me neither.
Never. But
Me
I mean,
neither.
he uses my phone sometimes. Like if I have my phone, and he doesn't, or if he has. I'm the one that usually doesn't have my phone. I'm like, oh, can I look up? I want to look at the weather or something.
Yeah.
I'll look at his phone. Like I'll use his phone, but I don't look at his phone.
Yeah, for sure.
I promised myself I would never be in a relationship where I felt that anxiety. Mm-hmm. I have no reason to look at Craig's phone.
Nah.
There's nothing there.
No.
Okay, where are we? We
Number
really went
4,
off. Okay.
prioritize your most important work.
Okay, you want to read that?
Yeah,
Tom?
sure.
Okay.
There's a difference between work that makes you feel productive, busy work, and work that helps you move your team and business forward. One might make you feel good. Who doesn't love checking off a box on a to-do list? But the other is the type of work that will ultimately help you grow your career, team, and company. These are obviously corporate type things, but identifying your most important work starts with your company's strategic plan and organization-wide OKRs. I don't know what that is, but
Me neither.
every task, no matter how small, should lead back to those larger, overreaching goals. Connecting your individual task to broader goals gives you the context to get your most important work done. I'm getting tired just reading
Yeah,
this.
I
you
know.
can stop reading this one.
Yeah.
So, but I think this goes back to what you said earlier, Tom, about like for you like to get your hardest thing done first because then it increasingly becomes less stressful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And so I think that is a good way to prioritize. Maybe some people need small wins to get to the big win.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so whatever makes sense in your brain, I'd say do it.
Yeah.
But whatever makes you feel the most productive and excited to do the next thing.
Well, yeah, and I think that that's really important, that what we're trying to do is, or what we want to do is to do things that are going to help us relax and feel better about ourselves, rather than, looking at, like, if I look at every email that's on here, the only thing I would ever do is just erase them all.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to look at them.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there that I really need to remember.
No.
There
is and to your point, you do feel better about yourself. There's a woman that I have been working with, and she holds on to a lot of things. She has a hard time. Her brain just does not work like yours, Tom. Like she has a very difficult time organizing, decluttering, and it really overwhelms her.
Yeah.
And she has a lot of shame around it.
Yeah.
And just helping her take the next small step and having those small wins has really made a difference in her self-esteem.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of the things that I think, what I like to do too on my emails is, if there's something I want to keep, I'll transfer it to one of the folders. And that does help get to so there aren't a bazillion things on my phone
that you're going to feel overwhelmed about.
It's funny. Sometimes I'll let my OCD make things harder, and it's really just me wanting to check a box. Like if let's say I've got to go to the dry cleaners, and that's on the way to golf, and I know I'm playing golf on Wednesday, but it's Monday. But I got to get the dry cleaning. Do I go now, or do I just wait till Wednesday and do it on the way to golf? You know what I mean? And I will sometimes just make that stupid trip on Monday just to get it off the to-do list, instead of being smart and doing it when I go to golf on Wednesday on the way, instead of making 2 trips. I can just make one. I do that kind of stuff all the time. It's
but
ridiculous.
That probably helps you feel more accomplished and less cluttery.
Yeah.
But
other people would say you're just making it harder. Why wouldn't you just do it on the way to golf? Can you not just wait 2 days to get your dry cleaning?
And you're
maybe
no,
what you're doing is, maybe you're needing to get the dry cleaning just out of your brain, so that you can have better golf.
And that's why it's a disorder.
Your brain, we don't want to distract you from that little ball. Yep. I know. For sure.
Okay, I love number 5, delegate. Outsourcing, one of my favorite words, or delegating tasks allows you to focus on high impact projects. But delegating can feel awkward, especially if you're delegating work to peers, or even on rare occasions, a higher up. But in reality, outsourcing tasks to the proper person is an act of trust and validation. I really believe in delegating.
I am so bad at this.
Oh, I am so good at it.
Yeah.
Why are you bad at it?
Because I'm a control freak, and if I want it done right in my mind, I'm the only one who can do it right. And so a lot of times I just can't delegate certain things to people, because this happens all the time when I'm running sound at a venue, and at the end of the night, I'll be wrapping my cables. Sometimes there will be 50 cables that I have to wrap.
Oh my gosh.
And some of the bands will be really cool and be like, hey, can we help you wrap cables? And I'm like, no. It's just wrapping cables, dude. How could we screw this up? And I'm like, you can. I'll do it. Because I wrap my cables better than anybody.
I believe that.
And
I do too.
and I organize them a certain way,
I'm
and I just
looking at cables right now, and
Thank you.
They're very tightly rolled, and they're attractive
and perfect.
Yes, but I'm like I said, it's just really hard for me to give the most mundane task to anybody but myself. And again, it's a disease. I mean, a disorder.
I love outsourcing.
Oh,
One
me
of my
too.
favorite words. Who can we ask or hire to do this?
Exactly.
So I don't have to.
Exactly. Oh, gosh.
Okay, finish this up here, Janice, with number 6.
Let's see. Declutter your physical and virtual space. A clean, welcoming office space is energizing and exciting to walk into. When you clean up your desk so it's free of distraction, it can help you to feel more confident, creative, and even reduce anxiety. The same could be said for digital clutter. All those unread emails and overdue tasks are the virtual equivalent of having stacks of past due papers in your workplace. I love that. Instead of letting things pile up until they feel stressful or unmanageable, set aside time every week, quarter, or month, whatever works for you, for a routine decluttering. To practice virtual decluttering, try reassigning any overdue task with new, relevant due dates, reading through and clearing out your notifications, practicing inbox zero, time blocking your calendar to make room for more flow. As you go through the process of decluttering, remind yourself that what you're really doing is protecting your future self from unnecessary stress.
Amen.
I know.
I want to go home and do something.
Me too. I'm going to go home and I'm going to declutter my phone.
It also, it's beneficial to yourself, but imagine that it's beneficial to, especially guys like you who you guys have offices, right?
No.
So when you have clients come by to do counseling, do they come to your house?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so if you had a brand new client that came into your house and your house was just in shambles,
I would never go back.
If I was the client, I'd walk in and go, "Oh, this is never going to work.
Yeah.
This person's crazy."
Yeah,
too.
you're gonna
so
think, got a little.
It's the same way with my studio. Like whenever somebody comes by and wants to get work done, it's got to be this inviting, organized thing. If it was just a chaotic thing of wires, they would probably think that I'm crazy, but they would not want to relax and work in that environment. They could not. There's no way.
I wouldn't trust it.
No,
That's what I was just about to say. You wouldn't be able to trust that they are capable of doing what they're hiring you to do.
If you can't even keep your space clean, how can you organize my mental state?
That's exactly right. That is such a great thing to say, Tom. I remember, Janice, when I first started going to you.
Yeah.
And you had your office then. Uh-huh. And I loved everything about your office. And I loved the way you dressed. Uh-huh. And I loved, you always looked nice, you smelled nice, you appeared to be a very organized, high class, very well put together. And it's so true, Tom, because
that's nice.
Well, it's so true because this is a person that I would take advice from.
Well, yeah,
because
and they feel more comfortable in that setting because you're not frustrated and
looking
crap
around
everywhere.
Where
was this? Yeah.
So I really, I could not agree more that it makes a difference personally how you feel about yourself. It makes a difference professionally how other people view and trust you.
Yeah.
I've tried to instill this in my children. Making your bed is a small act with big. It's just make your bed, but I think it makes a big difference in your whole day. You walk
I have
to make my bed,
and if you walk into your room and your bed is not made up, it just doesn't feel good.
No.
Whereas, or there's stuff all over the floor. I mean, it's just not. Yeah.
There's no way I could function
Me neither.
in a disorganized home or situation. My home is immaculate.
Yeah.
And I love it like that. I absolutely. In fact, Anna Prin and all the kids coming home this weekend gave me a little bit of a heart attack because my home's been so perfect for three months.
Yeah.
Nobody's come home.
Yeah.
But their jackets, their shoes, I'm like, just breathe through it. Anna Prin left her neutral bullet in the sink. I'm like, would it kill you? Would it kill you to clean it out and put it in the dishwasher?
Really?
But oh well.
Yeah.
Well, I really good
I like
suggestion,
this. Yeah,
Tom.
this really was. I liked it.
Get squared away, people.
I'm going to have to go home and work on my phone.
Yeah, I'm going to work on something.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to work on, but I'm going to get something organized. Maybe I'll work on this bubble thing. Now you've given me one thing to think about. All the red numbers on my phone.
No zits. Get your complexion all clear.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So I don't have any numbers, like red numbers.
Like on your text messages, you don't have any numbers?
The little red circle that pops up on the icon that lets you know that you have.
Like where's your text message icon?
I'm trying to find it.
Like,
Hold it.
so that's
Hold on.
something I actually do though. I'm maniacal about going through my text messages in the mornings because that's how most people contact me.
You know what is? I've got to get through. I have way too many apps on my phone, and it's hard to find those things. No, I don't have any dots.
Oh my God. When we're done here, I'm going to bring
means-
my phone down and show you how psycho my phone is.
So
I bet-
how do you get the dots?
Oh,
You've got them.
yeah.
Nuh-uh. Oh, well, they're there, but they're not.
It's the little red indicator that
Do
has
you
a
see
number.
my text messages here?
Yes.
So mine says 14. So I have 14 unread text messages. I did have 26, but I deleted, or I looked at my family chat, and that usually
So
gets
that
rid of
is
lots of them.
on your screen.
Just
Yep.
on the text app itself, or the icon for
icon.
the app.
Okay, I have blue dots.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you have blue.
I didn't know you could change the colors.
Well, I don't know. I didn't mean to. I probably did it wrong.
No.
So, but they don't all have them. I guess it's because these are the ones that are not that haven't
We'll
read.
look at it after, and we'll.
Yeah.
It'll be
Anyway,
interesting. Well, we hope that you have found this to be helpful, and hopefully
now I'm stressed. I got to go figure out where my.
we gotta look at your text messages and see what's going on there. Well, we hope you all have a wonderful week.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, thanks for listening.